professionals, this is Utkarsh Rai, and today I'm going to talk about I'm okay, but my manager is not okay. Professionals, including high performers, who at different occasions undergo this feeling that I am okay, but my manager is not okay. They feel that the manager is not giving them what they deserve and what rightfully belongs to them. They cast aspersion on manager's intent and guess reasons behind their actions. Michelangelo too underwent this feeling even after sculpting the world famous David. He was hopeful that Pope Julius would award him to sculpt papal tomb, but despite having great performance, Pope declined his request. He was suspicious that Pope's favorite, Donato Bramante, was playing politics behind his back, who always preferred Raphael over him. He was furious and went back to Florence. Does not this story rhyme with your own experience in workplace? Many a times, after successfully executing challenging project, you want to work on another project of your liking, but your manager declines. You sulk, withdraw from work, go in a shell. You react angrily, blame office politics, and point finger towards manager's favorite. Pope called Michelangelo back to Rome. Michelangelo was hopeful that this time he would definitely get to sculpt papal tomb. But Pope again declined his request and instead asked him to do fresco painting of Sistine Chapel. Michelangelo took umbrage to such suggestion. He was a sculptor, not a fresco painter. When you sulk and your manager calls for a meeting, you also become very hopeful that you are going to get the project of your liking. But when you come to know about the new project, and that too in a different area where you are not building your expertise or desire to build, you start suspecting that the manager is setting you up for failure. Viktor Frankl has said, between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our courage to choose our response. In our response lies our freedom and our growth. This is where Michelangelo's response was different than many of yours. He thought to himself, if this project is going to fail, let it fail spectacularly. He gave benefit of doubt to Pope and trusted his decision, and wanted to give painting a try to add to his skill set. He painted for 4 years and it proved to be another major milestone in his illustrious career. Many career breakthrough happens when you do something on the nudge of others. But for that, you need to have trust. As per the recent study of Edelman, 1 in 3 employees don't trust their employers. Certainly, it is managers' responsibility to build trust with their team members, but it is your responsibility too. Trust at workplace is to be open and vulnerable. And vulnerability means to be transparent in sharing one's emotions and thoughts. Vulnerability is not a weakness but a strength, because only courageous and bold people don't hide anything. Such act can move mountains despite how unsupportive your work environment could be. Simon Sinek has said, there is a difference between vulnerability and sharing everything about you. Vulnerability is a feeling where sharing about yourself is just details and facts. So watch my video till end, where I am going to talk about 3 steps which you should take as an employee and 3 steps which you should take as a manager to build trust. And if you have not already liked and subscribed to my channel, then please do it. And also watch my playlist of video on topic around manager, including how to deal with bad manager and if you are not manager's favorite. What can you do as an employee? First, don't take it personally. Don't react angrily. Don't badmouth your manager. This is going to hurt your case. Don't sulk. Don't withdraw from work, and don't lower your work performance. This will be counterproductive. Second, face your manager. With calm mind, go and meet your manager and explain your problem. Listen to your manager attentively without getting prejudiced and understand the reason behind their decision. You must undertake what your manager is suggesting, because then you will be hopeful of getting the project of your liking in future. Third, have faith. No company, no manager can always give you the work of your liking. Ask any successful leader and they will say some projects which initially sounded uninteresting proved to be their career booster. Also, office politics is here to stay. Building relationship with a stakeholder and focus on work can only blunt the impact. What can you do as manager? First, be honest and open. Share all the information related to the project transparently. Also understand nobody knows everything, so be open to learn from your employees too. Admit mistake, accept feedback, and share credit with your employees wherever required. This is certainly going to help you to gain trust from your employee. Second, authority with empathy. Empathy and discipline can go hand in hand. Treat them as people, not as number. Encourage them and provide them all the support needed to get their work done, and also set right expectations for the output. Align their individual goal with the organization goal so that they should be able to see the purpose of the project. Third, feedback in private. Praise in public, reprimand your employee in private. Certainly, you can share the feedback about the employee with your higher ups, but do not badmouth or share within the team because it is going to reflect badly on you. Professionals, give trust building a try whenever you face the situation that I am okay but my manager is not okay, before you decide to make a lateral move or decide to quit the job. This change in you will help you in dealing with situations of not your likings. I hope you like this video. Do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.